Hello, welcome back everyone. Today we're going to try decoupage. I haven't done it before. Well, I did do a little test before and it didn't go so well. But I bought some cheap letters and I thought I'd give it another go because this channel is all about crafting for sanity, and that doesn't mean sticking to the same craft. It means playing and having fun and enjoying ourselves. So, from what I understand, I need to paint each of these with acrylic just to get that background off, so it should lift the colours a bit more. So we'll start there and then we'll cover the letters. Now I'm going to do different themes for each one. So this one, it's just, I won't touch this because it's quite crackly, but random bits of ephemera. And this one, these are lovely. So I've got some ombre, but look at these. Now I know they're wider, but if I place them right, we might be able to pick up some key points and some stickers. Some random odds and bits of bobs, probably go with that. And then this one, red. So I'm quite looking forward to doing that one. And they're all stickers, so that should be a lot easier. But I'm still going to put the acrylic on it first. So let's get going, clear this off and get painting. In no particular order. Move these out of the way, because again, crackly bag, sorry about that. Now, I haven't even painted with, have I painted with acrylic before? I don't think so. Let's have a go and see what happens. I'm going to have to get in all the nooks and crooks, and I'm likely going to have to, yeah, see, it's not even been opened. I have to do one side, wait for that to dry, and then do the other side. That's fine. Patience is a virtue and all that stuff. So let's put some of this in here. I don't know how much I need. It's just going to be a fine coating, I think, to get rid of that back colour. But anyway, how are you? How are you all? Have you been enjoying your crafty lives? What have you been up to? Let me know. I've been sticking with the crochet more than anything else at the minute. Thoroughly enjoying that. It's just easy to do whilst watching the TV, isn't it? So yeah, I don't know about you. I never watched The Wire, and I've started watching it, and it's pretty darn good. I mean, obviously, because they commissioned lots of seasons. I've just finished season 2. But yeah, I never watched it. The one I've just finished watching was 2003. So I can't quite remember what I was up to in 2003, but it wasn't watching The Wire. But I missed a good one there. I don't actually know what channel it used to be on. But I do find I like watching the older channels, the older series rather than the newer ones. Not sure what that's about. But yeah, sorry if you can hear the pup in the background. She's decided to clean her feet, obviously, because I have started doing this. That's alright, at least she's a clean pup, eh? Could be worse. It's going on nice and easy, isn't it? I don't think if the table just shook, that's little and just come up to have a sniff, see what's going on. Yeah, this is going on really easy. I don't think it's going to take long at all. Just make sure I get in all the nooks and crooks though. Hello. You come to have a gander, see what's occurring. There's nothing exciting at this stage. Predictably, I've got it all over my hands. Oh, goodness me. Do you not want to go and play with your toys, young lady? No? Yeah, you don't want that. Thank you very much. Oh, don't want to see that coming out the other end. Right. So, any hints and tips, people, in regards to decoupage? Do you paint first to get off that back colour? I've got quite a bit of, I've got a few MDF projects that I want to try. I've had them for a while. I think I've said before, I've kind of been buying stuff and hoarding it just for, you know, making sure. I always like to make sure I've got stuff to do just in case anything happens and I can't leave the house or whatever. I like to make sure I've got stuff to entertain myself. And it's got quite ridiculous where I've got more stuff to entertain myself than I've got time to entertain myself. So I thought I'd start with these first. Because let's be honest, it's not going to be much of a disaster if these go a bit wonky. And in fact, talking about old series, I got the idea from this, from watching, I don't know what the series was called. What was it called? It was about lawyers. And it had that man who played, who did he play? Not Star Wars. What was that? Oh, it was one of those things. Star Trek, that man. It had him in it as a lawyer, a random, bizarre, quirky lawyer. And then it had the man in it from The Blacklist. I quite enjoyed it. It was funny and quirky, but it wasn't daft. Like, not too daft, you know. Right, let's go with this one. She is now chewing a bone over there. So I leave her to it, but apologies if you can hear the gnawing. What's going on next week? I don't think I've got a very exciting week. I've got to go on site to work. Not my favourite hobby, but I am trying to leave the house more. So I'm challenging myself to go on site once a week, and I'm already regretting my life choice there. However, we shall see. I did it last week, and this will be the second week. And let's see if I can get through it without having any sort of panic attack or freaking out or anything. I'm sure all will be well. But I shall keep you posted. There we go. So, get that done. And this round to the sides. I shall be back when we get to the exciting bit, and these are all painted because obviously I've got to do double-sided. You're not going to want to sit here and watch acrylic dry. I'm not going to be sitting here watching acrylic dry. So I shall be back in a while. Hello, I'm back. Right, so I've painted these in acrylic. Some bits look better painted than others, but I'm sure it'll be fine. I've also coated my top, which is fantastic. And it started raining since I was here before. So if the light looks different, apologies for that. I think they're mostly dry. Bit tacky, but there we go. Now I've got my Mod Podge out. Again, I've not used this before. Let's get myself a brush. I'm going to use a wider one. So I've got two different sizes here, but I'm going to use this one here. Can we remember? So let's use this one because it's a bit bigger. So I think that'll help. Some of this is still a bit tacky. And as you can see, it's all over my glass mat, so love that for me. Right. what are we going to do with this one? Oh, and this, I read this. It says it takes 4 weeks to dry. 4 weeks. 4 weeks, yeah. Cure time, 4 weeks. Well, we're not doing that, are we? We'll just crack on. Right, so this one, what are we going to do with this one? I think this one was these bits of paper, wasn't it? So I need to line it up so that we get at least part of the face. I've got different faces, some of which I'm not actually going to use the face. I just want, right, so I think it was this one. Just want this side section here. That one I wanted the face. Was it that one or was it that one? Oh, golly. That, again, is just for the pattern. Right. I think this one is what I wanted to try and get this on now. I don't know how successful this will be, and I think I'm just going to have to rip stuff and hope for the best. What do we reckon? Let's just do it, shall we? Oh, golly. Right. And then, what do I do? I Mod Podge on there. Oh, nail file. That's what I wanted. Forgot about that. Let's rip around there. Take some of that off, and then it'll whip about there. I mean, it's all about the layering anyway, isn't it, to be honest? But if we can try and get some of this out of the way, it might be a bit more successful. That there. Yeah, that looks all right, doesn't it? Right, the dog is now trying to get something on, as ever, hoping it's not a blooming spider. Right, so let's just go in. Let's just go in. Let's put this on there, like that. I think it went all the way down. Oh, it stinks. Went all the way down and up the sides. Just make sure it's in there. Stick it on there. And then stick this down. Right. That's it. No, see, it's not sticking. Sure, it's supposed to stick. No, not supposed to stick. Did I not stick this bits I wanted it to stick to? That's the question. Huh. Turn this round. Get some of this under there. Get it in there like that. And then stick it. Here. Oh. Right. Supposed to get the wrinkles out as well, aren't you? Oh. Oh, nice, nice. That worked. That did me a treat, didn't it? Patience. I think that's what was lacking. Patience. Right. Yeah. That'll do. Flatten out the air bubbles. Now, what bits went where? Does it matter? Not really. In fact, it might be too much to try and match it up, mightn't it? Yeah, I think it would be. So, let's take this here and put it in there. Yeah, I don't know how finished off I want this to look, to be honest. Am I just going to go like for a light touch and then see if I like it over time, or am I going to try and do all of it? That's quite a lot. Stick that in there, around the edges a bit. Was it this bit? Stick that. I think this is where I missed before, this crucial step of sticking the bit of paper that you want to stick to the two-tap. Sorry, just grabbing something she shouldn't over there. She's playing up because she's not getting all of the attention. She is indeed a very spoiled pooch, but what is the point of having them if you're not going to spoil them? Is my theory. Okay, that's a shame. I had just gone through the letters and where I'd updated them, and I did them off screen, but I was running through just sticking stickers on to cover up the gaps and how I preferred this one. That's my favourite one, to be honest. How I preferred that. These papers were thicker, so that might have much to do with it. And going through choosing stickers and everything, and then it crashed. So that's not good, and the footage is now lost. I used to hear people say that all the time and not think anything of it, but it's annoying when it's yourself. So I'd chosen these stickers, but I don't think there's going to be enough of them to now cover what I want. But let's choose the ones that I don't mind having a background. I want that in the forefront, that one. So let's go through. Thought there weren't going to be stickers in. I'm just cutting these around corners to see if this works any better than my last attempt. But yeah, I think having thicker paper before on that M definitely impacted how it that looks crooked actually. Definitely impacted how well everything stuck down. Again, I didn't want this, but I just need it as background to that one and to go around the edges. Yeah, I was saying about how you know, it's been a few days. I've had to repaint my nails because obviously I was got right old particularly with the Mod Podge. And yeah, it was a messy business, I have to say. But we got there in the end. And I was saying this weekend I had a stall, and that went well. Got a couple of new opportunities out of it that I wasn't expecting to get, which was nice. I just need to follow up with those. Here we go. I might actually go over this afterwards with Mod Podge to get it stuck down, because the stickers don't seem great with them. I had that issue with the stickers, but then that's what you get for fine poor quality, isn't it, really? So if this is going to go around there, that's going to fill that bit. I might break this in half and do it half and half, so that it covers all of it instead of it's an annoying bit at the end. It's quite a challenge, aren't they? Yeah. So. I think that's it, isn't it? Apart from the re-stick process. So I've just got one gap there, gap here. So I might be delicatessen to paint this, because it reminds me of being in New York a very long time ago. Very long time ago. Like that. There's that. No, I don't need that on the top. It's tiny, can't be. Where can I have that? Many moons ago. Different life that was. She is Capricorn. Summer that girl. What's this? You can't really see her. That is a shame. Does it just look ghostly with her on there, actually? Yeah, we're not doing that. Don't like that. But I do need. There's a bit. Voila. I mean, look how shocking is that. I wonder if it'd stick. But. So, this is now all finished. And a bit more patience. Oh no, I was going to stick a stick there. A bit more patience and better tools and practice, I think, is what is needed. Not like this one, but it hasn't put me off. Still got all your name there. What are you kicking down there, lady? Lovely. All right. Wow. Attempt one. Some bits were a success, some bits weren't. But thank you for joining me. I've had fun. I hope you have. Hopefully I'll get the camera situation sorted out for next time. But for now, thank you very much.